We are rolling. So what are we doing here?
What are we doing? Who knows what we're doing? Like, what we're doing really don't matter as long as we're doing something. I think too much of like people's lives, people worry about what they're doing. And then when they're like worried about what they're doing, they end up doing nothing, not accomplishing anything. Just like, you know what I mean? Like talking and blowing smoke. Like, fucking, who cares what we're doing? We're doing something. Fuck it. We're doing something. We're gonna fucking like, somebody will see it tomorrow. What picture is the media gonna paint? Or what picture has already been painted about like black people in general? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What picture has already been painted about black people in general? When you think about the pictures that have been painted by the mass media, like, you just have to realize that we have to take control over the picture that they painted, because a lot of people will never understand because they have this idea that's already embedded in their head because media and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Weird people. I call it, you know what? I start to call people weird people because I feel like if it's like if it's 2020, right?
Yeah.
And you're still like judging people upon the color of their skin, the style of hair they wear, you know what I mean? If you're still judging people off their sexual identity, if you're still judging people off of stuff like that in 2020, you are more weird than the person that's just being themselves. I was sitting in my house, the news was on, people were downtown, the police was beating their asses, me being a San Jose person, a person from the city of San Jose. I was born in San Francisco. I was raised in San Jose. I went to elementary school in San Jose, junior high school in San Jose, high school in San Jose, junior college in San Jose, camp in San Jose, basketball camp in San Jose. I record my music in San Jose. I'm a San Jose native. And I was just sitting in the house watching all these people like get shot at and get beat up because they said they're tired of racism. They're tired of capitalism. And that was the answer to we, black people, white people, Latin people, Asian people, are tired of capitalism. We're tired of racism. We're tired of police brutality. They're like, forget you. We're gonna shoot you more. So I just got out there with my camera and I just wanted to like provide a view of what the people wanted to bring to the world after watching George Floyd have his neck nailed on until he just died. I just was like, I gotta be a part of this. If a person, first off, quote unquote, if a person commits a crime, it's not anybody else's job to execute them on site for the crime they committed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're supposed to go through the system. You're supposed to go through the process. So just like executing them, point blank range, that's already against the law. When I like in the beginning, what I was saying, like you were like, what are we doing? I was like, we're doing what we just do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is what I do, really. Like, you know what I mean? I am black. So when they talk about like, when they talk about Black Lives Matter, I'm black, I'm African American, I'm alive, and I matter. I was born into the Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean? And I feel like every African American male and female were born into the Black Lives Matter. And, you know, it's up to you to uphold it. It's up to you to represent it. It's up to you to be your king or your queen and, you know, make your destiny, whatever you feel like your destiny is, whatever you feel like your goal is, you know, to go do it. And, you know, like as I've been telling people, like, I just want to paint a picture You know what I mean? Like whether
Yeah.
it's with my pad and my pen, my music, or through my camera.
Let them know.
I just want to paint a picture, and I just want to be able to give it to you and present it to you. And like sometimes I might be behind the camera, sometimes I might be in front of the camera, but I just want to be able to paint a picture, and I just want to help people who are in need, and I want to figure out how to help people. I want to be able to create programs for kids in my community, whether it has to do with sports, if that's what they like, music, if that's what they like, art, if that's what they like. I want to have programs that, are based upon economy, based upon, credit, so kids 16, 14 can start learning these things early, black and brown kids. You know what I mean? Like, my classes were the drug dealers and the pimps. Those were the people who I learned from. Like, I went to school. I'm not gonna say I didn't go to school, but like my older cousins and older people that, not my parents are great people, my grandmother great people, but like once I got out of the house, you know what I mean? And some of them were my family too. I was taught by drug dealers and pimps. And, it wasn't always the best influence. And, I want to take some of because I was listening to somebody talk today, like, I used to get in trouble in school, and I didn't know that the system was built for me to get in trouble in school. But then they started labeling me this and that, like I was bad, I was this person, and I just ran with it. I was like, all right, whatever, I'm bad, like I'm an outcast, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a misfit, whatever, I'm gonna be that, like, you know what I mean? But then people loved me so much that I realized I was a good person, and I didn't really care what the system labeled me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's so many different people who've helped me in my journey to where I'm at today. Like, these are Latin people, these are white people, these are Asian people. Do you know what I mean? Like, and like, it was crazy because like when on like maybe the second day when we were marching, I started seeing all kinds of people that I knew from my neighborhood with Black Lives Matter signs up. I love, you know what I mean? Like, it was just crazy. I was like, yo, like, my friends from my neighborhood believe in us, and they're out here. They're here. They're like, you know what I mean? They weren't hiding, and I just ask all you African Americans, like, to like make sure that we throw this shit over, man. We gotta throw this system over, and we gotta play our part. We can't just be like out here searching for entertainment. We can't be, you know what I mean? There's more to life than entertainment. Entertainment's good, and I love to be entertained, but some of this ain't about entertainment right now. It's about getting to know who's gonna be in a chair, you know what I mean, a senator in the Congress, you know what I mean? We need to know that. We need to make sure that we know who's going where and who they're for, and we need to meet everybody at the polls so we can defeat these people. That's how we're gonna defeat these people. Even though it's a war and it's about to get crazy, we gotta defeat these people in the polls. Like, we gotta defeat these people with our brains. That's it. That's me. That's it. I just want to tell y'all to defeat people with your brains. Sometimes you got to learn how to separate your anger from your wisdom, and use your anger to allow your wisdom to help you help others get out this messed up situation that we're in. It's time for us to move forward. And I thank you for just meeting you, for like motivating me to stay up on my job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause like, this is our job, yo. This is, you know what I mean? Our job is to follow our dream. You know what I mean? Like, and if your dream is in that camera, you gotta go follow it. You can't worry about, you know what I mean? Remember how the dude was talking today? Like, if your job is irritating you, like, and it's taking away your soul, it's like, it's a vampire and it's sucking away your soul. Like, you got to go do what you got to do. You're going to be all right. Like, you're going to be all right. God is going to make sure you're all right as long as you follow your path. When you start to stray away from your inner heart path, that's what God is talking to you. When you move away from what your heart tells you to do, that's when God's like, I'm telling you, man, you know you're doing the wrong thing. And then you do the wrong thing because we're hard-headed humans.